Good morning. We're going to be starting on our outside project finally. It is super windy today. We have 15 per mile hour sustained winds right now going on. We're getting wind gusts up to 30 mile per hour. So we're going to start getting everything set up, and we need to start getting our trim prepped and ready to go. So let's get started on that.
This weather has been super crazy. It was nice and warm yesterday. I thought it was supposed to be a nice day today, and then there's like trash can covers flying. All of our stuff outside is flying. It's actually calmed down a little bit right now. Hopefully it starts getting better, but it is crazy windy out, and I am ready for some nice weather. I might just have to go take off somewhere if it doesn't get better soon. Hate to complain, but I'm just done with the cold rawness. I just want warm.
They say the nicer weather is coming, so we're gonna get ready for that. And we got all of our trim in this area. We're gonna bring the trim up to the house now. I don't wanna get the trailer up there because if we get the trailer up there, we might just leave big ruts. If we can leave this down here for a few more days, it'll probably make it better. So we're just gonna bring everything up by hand.
Figure, are you ready for some good weather? He's been just a hunting, haven't you?
Hopefully the top doesn't blow away on us. It could. All right, so let's get our corners out. So we ordered all of our siding quite a few months ago, and it was nice. It was the middle of the winter, but it was nice. And ever since then, the weather has changed and it's not so nice. So we ordered our siding. We ordered the siding the color we wanted, but we could not get the trim or our corners black like we want. So we got them just primed. And if it's below 40 degrees out at any point, whether it's while you're painting or at night while the paint's drying, you're not supposed to paint because the paint won't last as long.
Ooh.
Yep, that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with today.
I just found the trash can cover that was up at the house. It blew all the way down here. Glad it didn't knock anybody out.
All right, hopefully we can make it up there without losing any of these.
You want me to sit on it?
Nah, probably not. You might bounce out. So you asked the other day if you could have your greenhouse room, and I'm gonna say the answer is no because we're gonna need it for this project. And this
Oh, you're not gonna be able to shut the door.
No, look at that. Might have to figure out, how do we want to do this?
We're gonna have to do it in the living room. Put the plastic on the floor.
Right? Let's just bring everything in. We'll get it warming up for now. And then we gotta go run out and get a bunch of supplies.
Yeah.
Because we just gotta warm up before we can paint it anyways. All right, so I'm thinking we'll leave these in here for a little bit. Let everything warm up. I can open up the office door, slide everything in for there. We can run out, get supplies while we let them warm up, and then I'll get some measurements and I'll cut them a little bit longer than we need them. These are our window trim.
So our problem is that these need to be warm to paint. We can't have them cold and then put paint on them because it's not going to stay. It will peel. So that's what we're running into an issue is these need to get to room temperature. So that's why we need to have them inside.
All right, this tells me we definitely need to build a workshop. boat getting blown sideways.
Could turn into a helicopter.
Right? Jesus.
Those ones should fit in here.
Yes, these will. We originally had a man lift scheduled to get dropped off on Monday. We pushed it back 2 weeks because of the weather, and I'm glad we did. I haven't seen the corners yet.
I know, it's exciting.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going with painted siding, and we want to get in here, it's not so windy. We want to get a paint that matches this. So anytime we make a cut, we want to prime it and then paint the cut. So we want to get that. We want to get black paint for the trim while we're out of town. Primer, a few other little things. So guess what? We get to go on another date, this time to a different place. I'm curious to see how high the creek is.
Pretty high.
It sure is. Got about an inch of rain over the other night. Actually looks like it has dropped down some, but it is high. When we come back, we'll have to bring the side-by-side down by where the beaver dam is and see how it is now that we blew that area out.
Feel the wind, you can see the ripples and everything.
Yep. You can actually see it came up over the bank.
I wonder if your dam is plugged.
I don't think so. I think it's just because we got so much rain, there's so much water out there. But we'll check. I think we got everything we need and then some.
Our favorite date place, babe.
I know, right? Luckily, the paint store didn't have everything we needed, so we get to go to your favorite date place.
What do you need now?
Here's some finished screws. I was hoping for a big box.
Those are our favorite.
They are. Can't leave home without it.
That's your glue. Now what are we doing?
All right, we're gonna go outside and get some measurements so we can figure out what lengths we need to cut these 16 footers to for window trim. All right, so now the question is do we want to fill this with trim board, or do we want to put trim board, and a little piece of siding? I think we try to fill it with trim board, but would that be too much black?
I think it's too much black.
All right, that one is 6 3/4. So I think no matter what, we should be able to at least work for that window. Let's go find out. All right, height is going to be 49. That'll give us at least an extra inch. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. Okay, 12 of them at 49. All right, so 6 will go 7 feet. So 2 at 7 feet. 2 at 37 inches. 2 over there for 37, 2 over here 37. So that'd be 4, 6 of them at 37 inches. All right, so we're gonna need 2 of them at 4 feet. So 4 total at 4 feet. This is the side of the house that's been taking the longest to dry out and melt the snow, and we are getting there, so that is good. So we're gonna go 3 feet by 2 feet. All right, I got our 412s. These should be 4-footers. Just shy of 4 foot, so they'll work. We needed 4 4-footers for something. So those are done. Now I guess we'll work on 12 49s. So we'll need 4. All right, that should do it for what we need out of the 3.5-inch wide trim boards. We gotta bring the leftovers down back below for now and cut down 1 wide one to go in between those 2 windows.
You don't want to do the ones for up above yet? You don't want to do the ones for up above yet while we have the paint out?
Oh, right, I forgot about that. We got the bedroom windows. Good call.
And then we got the 3 in the back.
So we gotta remember, I'll have to go upstairs and get a rough measurement. I don't remember. I think it's 3 by 5. Let's go upstairs, measure them, and then we'll just get some rough lengths.
Okay. All right, then I'll get the shorties and slide them right in here. All right, you ready to go collect some chicken eggs? Yep.
The chickens are ready to be out on green grass. The goats don't seem to mind this wind.
No, they seem to be like bathing in it.
Right? They like the sun.
Yeah. Hi, I'm coming to get some eggs. You got some under you? Come on. Oop. All right. There's 5 in this one. 2, 23, 24, 25.
Nice.
We're gonna bear the wind and go check the water.
Check it out, see how the dam's doing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's as high as it was when we let the breach out.
What do you think?
It's flowing good. There's nothing in the area where we dug it out. It's just there's so much water right now.
It's probably a good thing that you dug it out when you did.
Right, even the creek that way is as high as it was, so it has nothing to do with the dam holding it back.
And then the wind, see all the ripples, it's like pushing everything.
Right. If it warms up and the water stays high like this, and that dam defrosts, I think the rest of that will kind of blow out, or more of it will at least. Good morning. It is a nice balmy 21 degrees out this morning. And last night when we were getting ready to take off, I noticed Camo was out. So I had to wrangle him up and bring him back into his fenced in pasture. I'm not sure how he got out. The fence looks good. I have no idea how he would have gotten out. I know at the old homestead he had gotten out a couple of times. He undid the chain of the gate and was able to just open up the gate and walk out, but that's still latched shut. I don't know if he climbs on the gate. I don't know if he's pushing it out and sneaking out between or what. I was kind of thinking maybe the battery for the charger was dead. But do you hear that? That is still working. So I'm kind of really scratching my head now. I'm like, oh, we're going to have to replace that battery. So yeah, I'm not sure. He stayed in. He's easy to get. We just don't want him out because he could breed all the other goats. We could have baby goats whenever we don't know about it. So yeah. Think that's a jungle gym?
We got ourselves all organized and everything covered up so we don't make a huge mess in here with paint. And that way we can hopefully get all this trim just knocked right out. Right?
That's the goal. It's looking like nice warm weather. Starting in a couple of days, so it'll be perfect timing to start getting everything installed outside.
Yeah, and it's chilly out, but the sun is out, so this room is going to be nice and warm. Hopefully not too warm, but we'll soak it in, soak in the sun. It's going to be so good. And we're going to get this done, and we're going to be able to get the siding up soon. This is the start of getting the siding done.
It is.
Oh, good idea. Gloves.
So we went with a Benjamin Moore Regal Select exterior paint. This one is soft gloss. We're going with just their stock black. So
very black.
It is. We're going with these little 3/8 nap rollers. We have some wood grain texture. So I wanted to get more of a, like a nap finish versus a foam roller, so that way hopefully we'll get that good.
So what's the plan? How are we gonna do this?
I'll start with these little pieces. We'll put a coat on them, top, side, stack them. And then we'll start with the smaller ones and go to the longer ones.
So will you like be the painter and I'll be the stacker maybe?
I think at first, yeah, one of us will paint and stack. If we stack the short ones up against the wall first, then the longer ones can lean over them if we need more room. And we'll just, and then we'll do the corners and the long pieces last, and we'll leave them on the saw horses.
Yep. You love painting.
Yep. I don't think I've ever used a black paint for a house before. I've painted vehicles black, but never houses. Oh, that goes on nice. This trim board, our local supplier will not get the trim board in a color. He only gets it, they only get it in prime. So you can get the LP Smart Siding trim, depending on where you live, in different colors, but we're not able to.
One of the reasons we did get the siding already painted because it has more of a warranty. Is it a warranty or a lifetime? Like
25-year warranty on the paint. It's like an automotive finish, so it should hold up really well.
Yes, we're hoping our trim will. We're not thinking it's going to last as long as the actual paint color.
These little 3/8 snap rolls are nice.
Have we ever used those before?
We gotta use them on one thing.
A door, maybe.
The doors, because the foam rollers were leaving like bubbles. Well, Camo decided to get back out, so Gina's gonna go out there, wrangle him, and we're gonna set up the GoPro on a time lapse to figure out how he's getting out, because we have no idea. We've been standing there watching him. Next thing we know, Gina's like, hey, Camo's out. He's the Houdini. He's easy to get back in, but just don't know how he's getting out. And if we don't know how he's getting out, we don't know how to keep him in. So we're trying to figure out how he's escaping.
Get the big ones this time.
Right, at the corners. Let's get the edges first, and then we'll do the fronts. Last one. Just enough room. Camo got out again, but this time we have it on GoPro. So how do you think he escaped? We're gonna find out in a minute. Let me know. So I just reviewed the GoPro footage. How do you think he was getting out?
I think he's rubbing against and squishing between.
The gate?
The gate.
Nope. So the bottom row, I unhooked this winter from power because it was buried in snow. So now he's going over to it and going underneath it because I haven't hooked it back up to power. So I'm just going to go electrify that strand. And then you should get a good zing, and he should stay in.
Yeah, because he's not staying in.
He's not staying in. So I'm going to go do the chores, and I will hook that up, and I'm gonna have to do the same thing to the girls because the girls' bottom row I disconnected again because it was buried in snow. So if you left it buried in snow in the wintertime electrified, it would have just wasted the battery. So I'll have to plug in the girls and then his.
Yeah, so this time when Camel got out, so did Little Man, and Little Man's hard to get, so yeah, we don't want to keep doing that.
No. What are you boys doing? Where's Troublemaker? Camo, you're a troublemaker. So I unhooked this from that wire. Actually, I'm gonna go tighten up that spool and make sure we're not hitting anything on the bottom. Hey, don't do that. We're a little close right here, so I want to tighten up this string because it's most likely stretched throughout the winter. All right, I needed 2 hands to do that job. I got it tightened up a lot better. Let's put the clamp down low and then we'll turn everything back on. There we go. That should keep you in now, mister. You're gonna get a little zappity zap. You just touched it, didn't you? I missed it. I think Little Man got it because he was close to the fence and he booked off right away. So I think he must have touched it. So that is good to know. Animals do not like the electric fence. Let me go do the girls and then I will get everybody fed. And that should take care of it. The girls, I took the bottom 2 off. I kind of forgot about that. The reason I have them that way is so when we get snow and the snow gets really deep is I can unhook them and they're not shorting out and draining our battery. So I had to unhook them this winter, and now that the snow is all melted, I never went back and did that. So that is my bad. They're hungry, they want some hay. So hopefully that keeps Camo in and he hasn't learned that he can get through the fence. We're gonna find out in a little bit. It is the next day. We have 2 coats of the black paint on our trim. Came out looking really good. Has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is the sheen that matches the sheen to the siding. So we can't wait to get this up, get some siding on it, and see how it all looks together. This is where we're gonna end the video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. We'll see you guys right back here in the next one. Bye.